Well, the most important thing about when we're trying to when we're looking to hide cameras is what are we after? What is the goal? What is the content we're after? So we have to decide what it is we're trying to capture, and then we can decide where we're going to put the camera and how we're going to work with the camera. I've got a couple of different cameras here. Here's a purse cam. It's a popular one we use at Marketplace. This one is more for going into an area and recording that way. So we've gone into banks, into restaurants, into all kinds of different retailers. So there's a microphone for audio, and of course the camera right there. What we've done before is we've wired GoPros in different locations, hidden them, and then using a transmitter, such as this, transmit it to what would be like our command room, and where we can watch in real time all the different GoPros, all the different camera angles we've set up in the different homes. Like, take for example, right now I have a camera set up across the way from us, and it is transmitting wirelessly to here by GoPro and recording at the GoPro. So what's going on in the command center is we have our host and we have an expert. And what the expert does for us is explain to us what he sees going on in the home, if it's right, if it's wrong. Helps Tom later when he approaches the folks in the house. It was during our duct cleaning story, and it was the first test home that I worked on, and we were using mostly GoPros. And the one thing about the GoPro is you can see the lens is very distinctive. Well, on the 2s anyway. This is a GoPro 2. And one of the cleaners that came in, I guess he was either a GoPro enthusiast or a camera enthusiast, and managed to identify that lens in our buddy SpongeBob. When the guy was cleaning, he saw SpongeBob, and then he looked closer and he realized there was something off. And once he identified that there was a camera in here, he somehow managed to find every single camera we had in that house. And in real time, we were watching him from our control room, walking up and picking up cameras. It was a great learning experience. And I went back and we changed how we did everything. And from that point on, I don't think we'd ever been busted since. The newer GoPros especially are very sensitive to temperature. That didn't work out very well. They were, within a couple of minutes of the cars running, it got so hot, the GoPros were just shutting down. And so we had to find another way, or another camera to put under the hood, because these were not working like they should have, or like I was expecting they would. We could hire actors to go into these scenarios and try to get this, but we try to get, at CBC, we try to get Canadians helping Canadians. So we use real people who may not have experience with video production, TV production, and stuff like that. The challenge with that is settling them down. As you can see, being on camera isn't always the easiest thing. It can be challenging. It's definitely interesting, and it doesn't always work. There's probably, depending on the equipment used, probably like an 80% success rate. As long as we've been doing this, there's always something always happens. There's camera folds over, it's all in black, you don't come back with audio. So some of the things I've had to do is sewing button cameras into shirts for various stories. I've made a camera out of a coffee cup that is actually quite popular. That thing's probably done more traveling than I've ever done. But yeah, there's a thermos coffee can with a camera just like this inside of it that we use. We don't see it as fun and games. If anything, we may enjoy the challenge of doing something, but the job is to get the facts, to get the story, and to get it right, and that's the most important thing.